Hey, dude, did you ever watch a movie and you saw an actor and you're like, you know what? That guy or that girl is way better than I thought they would be.
That happens way more often than you think.
I know. There are so many underrated actors out there. I'd like to talk about my favorite underrated actors. What do you think?
I could do that too.
Right after this.
I'll see you soon.
Lazyboys night. Oh yeah! Oh, that's a nice color. That looks like another hazy, doesn't it?
Though.
Oh, really? Mine is not that bad.
No, what the hell, man?
You just don't know how to pour, dude. Derp. Actually, I still have a bit in my can, and I'm pretty much near the top there. So
no,
it's a very foamy hazy. This is the Ontario Summer IPA by Bicycle Craft Brewery.
Ontario Summer. That sounds like the title of a song.
It does, doesn't it?
Ontario Summer.
Now, we, of course, are in the Hollywood Hills, Ontario.
Wow.
I know, right? Smells really good. I'm a fan of Bicycle Craft. I gotta say, this particular craft brewery is only a few clicks away from where I live. And they make one of my favorite summer beers, which is the Gose Juan al Monte.
I'm happy you're the one who said it.
Oh yeah, it's a Gose beer. It's basically a salty beer, but it's lime jalapeno salty beer. It's so damn good. But
this place is impressive because I've been there several times.
Yeah.
Physically there, and they haven't expanded. Like there's a lot of the microbreweries we know have expanded a lot in the last few years.
Yeah, they status quo, haven't they?
Yeah, they've kept that going and. They're hyper focused on quality.
It is quality.
Experimentation, but they're not blowing up. They're just keeping that constant. I think they found their
niche.
Their niche. Their happy medium. They're just happy to be. I'm happy that you're there.
Yeah. Well, let's find out how this one is.
It's always very enjoyable, and we'll find out if the Ontario Summer is just as enjoyable.
Cheers.
Cheers.
It's going to be a good summer. It's a hazy, but it's got a little bit of the bitter at the same time. You look thrown off.
I am, because I'm not.
It's less breakfasty beer than I anticipated because of the color and the smell, but I find it's a pleasant balance between the hazy and the bitterness of the. It's almost like a little bit of a grassy feel to it.
Yeah, but you just call it an IPA.
Yeah.
There's nothing else added to it. There should be more to their title.
It's Ontario Summer. I get a bit of a grassy feeling. Do you not? I like it.
So weird.
It's
a weird taste. It's not bad. It's not good. My taste buds legitimately, and that doesn't happen very often. It does happen.
Been stumped.
But I sincerely don't know what to make of it. I'm not going, ew, I don't want it, or like, yeah, give me more.
I like it, and I think it's going to be a good summer. You look so confused.
My mouth has no idea what's going on.
It's funny because I find most of the time you and I are usually on the same wavelength with the beers. It's rare that we get one where we don't feel the same way about it.
I have no opinion on this beer.
Go figure.
I have no opinion.
There you go.
I couldn't suggest for people to go out and get it. I would probably suggest you go out and get it and help me out to try to figure out what the hell I'm drinking. I don't know. Because
it's not the hazy I was anticipating.
Yeah, but you were anticipating because of the pour that it was a hazy.
Well, it's an IPA, and look at the pour, look at the color.
Yeah,
I was
but
anticipating
that's
the
what I
hazy.
mean. There's something missing in their title. I get it's an Ontario summer, but what the hell are you trying to tell me?
You know why?
Help me out a bit here.
You know why? Because Ontario summer means that one day it's like 40 with the humidex. That's 40 Celsius for all the Americans who are thinking, wow, that's cold. The next day, it's like 5 with heavy winds. You know what I mean? It's all
What's
over
going to
the
happen
place.
with this? I'm going to go there,
Yeah.
and I'm going to challenge them to tell me what the hell I'm tasting.
Okay.
Because there's so much going on in this thing.
I think you need to drink the whole beer before you make a decision.
No.
You're not going to drink it?
Well, I'm going to drink it. Of course I'm going to drink it. But I'm just saying, that's hazy as F. And it doesn't
yet
taste...
It's not citrusy.
Right.
It's more grassy.
Holy frick, man.
Anyways.
What the hell did you do to me?
We digress.
What do we do best? We digress. Oh.
We were talking about underrated actors.
Yes.
Now, what I mean by that is I don't mean actors who should be more popular than they are. These could be very, very popular actors, but these are the kinds of actors where you assume they're a one-trick pony. You won't think of them when you're thinking great actors. You know, if I mention Daniel Day-Lewis, who he's not been busy that recently,
but still,
you're like, this is like a guy Academy Award level performance, throws himself into his work, and these are not the actors you would think of that way, but they come in and surprise you, and you go, wow, this actor really has range. And
can I start?
Go ahead.
There's some. As soon as you said that, I had somebody pop into my head right away.
Who?
Nathan Fillion.
Love Nathan Fillion.
As soon as you said that, okay, so folks, dude, put up a picture of him so they can actually.
Oh, everybody knows who Nathan Fillion is.
No, maybe not. Like,
well, then
we assume that the world of geekdom is watching us, and they know, but we have more than geeks that have watched this episode.
He's been around for a while.
Dude, he's had an insane career, man.
Now, the first time I ever saw him was on...
Wait, no. Don't you dare say it.
Okay, you say it.
Two guys,
a girl, and a pizza place. Now, this was the launching vehicle for Ryan Reynolds.
Exactly.
But
as soon as I thought about that, I'm going, holy frick, this guy was on that show.
It was a sitcom. He was introduced not right at the first. He came in a few seasons later as a love interest.
Like, when did he jump into the show, dude? Like, it was like maybe even second or third season.
But, you know, he did that, and then he had other stuff. He had Castle for a while.
No, before that.
What was before Castle?
Firefly.
Oh my God! Why did I brain fart on that? Oh my God!
You went from that. That's why I thought of him right away.
I'm so ashamed right now
because I'm going. That character that he played, like the typical boyfriend, supportive boyfriend, and dealing with a girlfriend that has two best friends as guys, and and the fact that Ryan Reynolds, his career launched there, but obviously his as well.
Oh yeah.
But I'm going, he went from that to Firefly.
And Firefly, he was Mal, he was like this basically badass space cowboy captain.
Yes. And I loved him in that role too.
He was brilliant, and that show sadly should have continued way longer than 1 year. It was one season.
Was it only one season?
One season.
I was going to say 2 or 3.
No,
but one I feel like it was more.
And then they had a movie to wrap it up, Serenity.
Yeah. So, anyway, just the fact that he was able to go from that role, and he's always had a bit like Ryan Reynolds, right? He has that little sarcastic side.
Well,
so full disclosure, folks, he is Canadian, and most Canadians already know this, and I'm sure our American viewers know this as well. Canadians have an incredible sense of sarcasm.
Yes.
Big time. And we're very self-deprecating, just by the nature of who we are. And which makes for great comedy. And that's why we send most of our great comedians down to you so you can enjoy them.
Because you have the cameras and the Hollywood and the whole thing. And
but seeing him from that one role, and then we're going into Castle.
And did you ever see Dr. Horrible's sing-along?
Yes. Oh, that's true.
Neil Patrick Harris is Dr. Horrible,
That's
and his
when they were
nemesis is Captain Hammer,
That was
played
when
by
they had
Nathan
the
Fillion.
writers' strike and everything, like back in the day.
Oh, way a long time ago.
That's when YouTube blew up because everybody was doing, like, actors were doing that stuff.
Nathan Fillion plays Captain
We're
Hammer.
talking too much over each other.
Who's basically a self-absorbed superhero who thinks he's so great, and he plays it with such.
And it was a musical.
I don't know what to say. It was
just
just
musical.
It was brilliant. And now recently he's in a show called The Rookie.
Yes, and he's brilliant in that too.
And
that's a whole new, like, recreating himself constantly and having a career. Like, he's been active.
And now he's gonna be Guy Gardner, Green Lantern. He was in what was it? Which MCU movie was he in? He was in one of the MCU. Was it one of the Guardians or was it one of the Thors?
No, in Guardians.
It was Guardians.
Yes,
it was Guardians. Guardians 3.
But think about it. This guy has an insane career as a voice actor.
What did he voice?
Dude, every DC cartoon movie, he voices Hal Jordan. He is the Green Lantern.
But he's Guy Gardner.
Yes!
Live action. That's funny. It's two different Green Lanterns.
Yes.
That's funny. I did not know that.
Yeah.
So the man has range. He does comedy. He does drama. He does police stuff. He does
voice acting.
Oh yeah.
For like, and the fact that he played like Hal Jordan Green Lantern in the cartoons, and then as soon as we have a live action Superman, he's playing a Green Lantern. That's
But
crazy.
I look forward to that because Guy Gardner, in case you're not familiar with that Green Lantern character, he's an asshole. He's
But he
a
didn't
complete
start as
dick.
an asshole.
Well, Guy Gardner's always been a dick.
No, because originally, so geeking
Anyways,
out.
I look forward to seeing that kind of character
So
play.
full geek out. If we're going to be talking just a little bit about Green Lantern, is that how Hal Jordan got his original ring when he got his powers, right?
Watch the bad Ryan Reynolds movie, you'll see the origin story.
So when the alien crashes down, he's part of the Green Lantern Corps. He's about to die, right? So he sends off his ring to find his replacement. He finds his replacement and his backup. His backup
is
Guy Gardner, right? But there's a little bit of animosity develops, and he starts developing an attitude and whatever. But just, it's funny that in the cartoons he plays the actual
I did not know that.
Green
I learned
Lantern,
something. That's great.
and now he's gonna play his own backup Green Lantern on Earth.
That's funny.
That's wild. But yeah, as soon as you mention that, somebody that's underrated but has been constant, busy with all these different types of movie roles.
Oh yeah.
I've enjoyed him legitimately in
I've always been a
every
fan.
single thing he's ever done.
Always been a fan.
For me, right away.
That's a good pick.
Yeah.
One of my picks is Daniel Radcliffe.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, everybody, Harry Potter, right?
Right away, right off the bat.
Wingardium, sorry, Expelliarmus. That's his signature spell. But here's the thing. This guy, as a kid, became a huge movie star and a multimillionaire. I think the last two Deathly Hallows, he made like $25 million per film or something like that. This kid never had to work again. But what did he do? He threw himself, because he could afford to, into the weird indie projects to be able to do something.
Imagine the freedom of that.
Oh yeah, I mean, he's done some mainstream stuff too, and he's
Yeah,
quite
but
good
still,
at it.
dude, how many times have we talked about, like, if we
you can pick the projects you want.
If we won like multi-million dollars, what we would do this.
Oh yeah.
We would do Lazyboys full time, but the freedom of being able to have, like, dude, not taking anything away from you, but you would have help.
Yeah,
Which means we would have
assistant producer.
Exactly. So you would be in charge of more stuff and more people. But having that freedom is liberating.
I want to mention a few of the projects he's been involved just to show his range. I made a list.
Oh!
Because I forget titles, so I made a list.
So you threw that out at me, but you're super prepped.
One of the movies he did, and he signed up just because he thought the premise was so hilarious, is Swiss Army Man. Have you heard of Swiss Army Man?
Yes, I have.
In it,
unfortunately,
he plays a corpse. He's dead the entire time. He doesn't say a word, but he's just a corpse that farts every now and then because the gases are being released from it. And I'm like, okay, that's just fun for the fun of it. But I want to talk about a few serious acting bits he's done. Have you ever seen Horns?
No, I've seen the trailer, but I've never seen
Horns
the movie.
is an interesting thing. First of all, as you know, Daniel Radcliffe is British, but this is set in the States, and his accent is actually quite convincing. I was like, oh wow, he sounds American. But it's a guy who, for reasons unknown, horns are starting to grow out of his head, almost like a ram, and they get bigger and bigger. But nobody seems to notice them. But when they're around him, they feel compelled to speak their truth. And it's just really weird. He's a guy who's messed up in his small town, and he's blah, blah, blah. And people start confiding in him because of these horns that are having it. It's a very weird.
Did this go
thing.
to theaters, or is this?
I'm sure it had a theatrical. I'm sure it had a theatrical.
Because I saw the trailer. I remember the trailer very well,
Yeah.
but I can't remember for the life of me if it actually went to theaters.
I'm sure it had a theatrical release.
Limited release, though.
Yeah, probably.
Dude, this is when you
It's
step
an indie
on,
film.
and your entire crew can help you write
Yeah.
down the information. Thank you.
But like really solid acting about this guy who's like trying to figure out what is happening to him and why people are opening up to him because he's messed up, and it's just it's a real struggle for him and interesting acting. Another one, and this one is based on a true story. Have you heard of Jungle?
No, I have not.
He plays one of three guys who are.
I can't jump in as much as he jumped into mine.
Sorry,
because it's like,
the last one you can jump in on.
I know exactly what the last one is.
He plays. He's like this European guy who's backpacking through South America, and they want to experience the real thing. And at one point they meet this guy who tells them that he can act as a guide to take them to like true, lost tribesmen in the middle of the Amazon kind of thing and experience the real thing. And they decide to go with him. And they go and they trek in the jungle for days and days and days and days. And they actually find a tribe and they have the experience. But on the way out of the jungle, well, one of the guys got foot rot, because he always wet, blah, 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 and all that. And he can't go on anymore. So the guide says, well, I'll take him back to the village we were at and we'll recoup and we'll come out later. So Daniel Radcliffe and one of his buddies are now alone to try to figure the way out of the jungle back to civilization. But a freak accident happens and they get separated. And he gets lost in the jungle. And this is based on a true story. He has to survive for days, lost, no idea where he is, no idea how to get to civilization. In real life, he actually stopped eating for a while. He was on a diet of coffee and one piece of toast a day, something like that, to get super skinny. Like to the point where...
you're talking... Okay, this is not the movie anymore.
No, this is Daniel Radcliffe
For
prepping
for the movie, that's
where
what he did.
they would have stand-ins for all the lighting and all the blocking and all this, and when he was ready, because he was too weak, because he barely ate anything, somebody would literally carry him to where action, and he'd do the scene. And this is based on a true story where this guy was lost in the jungle for I forget how long, but as a dude, look it up, but a long time. He finally made his way out. His buddy got out earlier and insisted on sending search parties, and eventually he was found that way, but only because his buddy insisted on it.
And it was like that big.
The other two guys, the guide and the guy who got the rotfoot, they were never seen again.
Wow.
Yeah, died in the jungle, boom, boom, and it's crazy. But just to see him go through that, and again manage with the foreign accents and the struggle and the way he committed, you're like, wow, this isn't the guy who could have ridden on his coattail saying, "I'm Harry Potter, bitch."
But you said
millions.
it right at the very beginning. And you're 100%. I'm on board with the fact that he could have done that.
He chose
The
not
fact
to.
that he took that opportunity,
Yeah.
the fact that he was known internationally,
Oh yeah.
but having that amount of money in the bank account, going, you know what? Now it's time. I've got into this acting thing. Which most actors would try an entire lifetime to get that kind of a role.
Yeah.
It was given to him. How old was he when he started? Like when he started first, when he auditioned.
Oh, when he first started acting, he was a little kid. Way before Harry Potter, he did stuff. He was like 8 or something.
I thought Harry Potter was his first role.
He was suggested for Harry Potter because of Maggie Smith, who worked with him on a different project where you see him. He's even younger.
No
And she said, you should really audition. Now, it doesn't hurt that his dad is one of the executive producers who work with Chris Columbus.
But still,
he had to audition like everybody else, but he was recommended by Maggie Smith.
Well, that's a fun
who'd
fact.
worked together, yeah.
Okay.
But now, the last film I want to mention to him, have you seen Weird, the Al Yankovic story?
That's the movie I was waiting for.
My favorite scene in this movie this is a parody of Weird Al's life, and it takes a weird turn at the end where it's
this
not true.
Is like the perfect movie where you take somebody that makes as a living parodies of other people's work,
and you parody his
parodies
life.
Himself. It's brilliant.
My favorite scene, and dude, I hope you could play a clip of this.
I hope so. I don't care what it is, but it's just a fantastic movie. On Roku, by the way.
When in the movie, Weird Al wrote Fat before Michael Jackson wrote Bad, because we know in real life Fat is a parody of Bad, but in this movie, Fat came out first, and then Michael Jackson stole his song and changed the lyrics to make Bad, and he's like, who takes people's songs and changes the lyrics? Who does that, really? Which is exactly what he does. The way he delivers that line,
it's 100% Weird
Al. So freaking brilliantly funny. Here's where you see Daniel Radcliffe can do comedy.
Yes.
He is funny AF, and he plays it so straight. I was like, brah freaking roll.
When I first heard that he was going to play that role, right away I was like, I'm interested. I'm curious.
But you didn't expect much, right?
I was like, how?
Yeah. But then you saw the trailer.
No, I saw the trailer, and just the way I've been a Weird Al Yankovic fan my entire life. When he was actually,
since the beginning.
Once he was actually on the, because
Dr. Demento.
So in the Hollywood Hills, right, the Ottawa Valley, we've had it was on Shea 106, so our classic rock channel here. At night they would play the Dr. Demento show, and I would for real stay up like a bunch of other geeks. And I lit before he actually had an album. I was listening to Weird Al Yankovic on the radio.
Before Dare to Be Stupid. And,
yes. And when he came out I was a legitimate fan when he came out with his first album. What?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
This is the guy from the Dr. Demento show. What? And it was like weird cassette recordings that he would play on the radio. But the fact that Weird Al recognized that and he played it, and then he had Daniel Radcliffe actually joking around with that, and the way they did it, it was
true
brilliant.
Story. One of the reasons Daniel Radcliffe got that part, he was on the Graham Norton show.
Yes.
If you've never seen,
I watched it all the time.
Awesome show. Yes. He did at one point. I forget the lead up to it, but basically he sang the Element song, which is basically just a little song of every element on the periodic table of elements.
Yes.
There's antimony, arsenic, aluminum, selenium, and hydrogen, and oxygen, and nitrogen, and uranium, and nickel, neodymium, neptunium, germanium, and iron, americium, ruthenium, uranium, europium, zirconium, lutetium, vanadium, and anthium, and osmium, and acetine, and radium, and golden, protactinium, and indium, and gallium, and iodine, and thorium, and thulium, and thallium.
Weird Al saw that.
Yes.
And he said, this guy gets it. Because it's such a ridiculous thing to do. It's such a ridiculous song. And he was like, he was so impressed that Daniel Radcliffe could sing that with a straight face and just do the thing. And this was a piece of performance art. And he was like, this guy gets it. And that's why Weird Al wanted Radcliffe to play him in Weird. Yeah. And that's seriously, awesome. Daniel Radcliffe, we all know him as Harry Potter, but he's got range. He's got range.
Well, with everything that you've said, I'm sold. Yeah, even when I just saw what we're talking about, Weird, the movie, go check it out. It's worth it. It's worth it if you're an actual geek and you enjoy that kind of humor, that kind of that play on words. Anyways, Weird Al Yankovic's World, 100%, man. He played it incredibly weird. He did. He played it weird and he played it well, and I freaking enjoyed it. My second pick is I'm going through my head. Will Arnett.
Ooh.
I'm gonna pick Will Arnett.
I know him mainly from Arrested Development
Yes,
first,
so
and
folks,
then
if you
the
don't know,
Lego
dude,
Batman.
you put a. Oh, that's very cool because Geekdom will appreciate that. The fact that my first pick in animation does the voice for Green Lantern,
Yeah.
while my second pick
Does the voice of Batman.
does the voice
Lego
of Batman.
yeah.
Will Arnett's been, as far as I'm concerned, as far as I know, in every single Lego movie doing voiceovers, even if it's not Batman.
Really? I did not know he
Yeah,
did other voices.
so-
That interesting.
Will Arnett's catalog of voiceovers in animation is insane.
Now,
He's been involved in. He's actually been in Despicable Me in every
Yeah.
movie.
in every movie,
Yeah,
who is he?
he plays. Oh, what's his name? Dude, please put it up. I'm trying to remember. It's the boss. Like when Groot goes to see. Oh my God, what's his name? He's the big dude. Like he's super fat. That's Will Arnett.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I can't remember. his
Okay.
name, right?
I don't remember the name either, but do put
But
it up.
I know that's Will Arnett's voice.
Wow. Now,
But from Arrested Development for sure. And
Yeah.
by the way,
As
a
a
little
job.
throw in. He is Canadian as well.
He is.
Just
Now,
saying.
he had a show, I forget the name of the show. It was where they had special guest stars and they set up a premise, but it was an improv show.
Yeah.
He'd often play a detective or something like that, and he'd drag people through. What was that show called?
It was on Netflix, and it was. Oh, come on. That's
Anyways,
horrible. Like, you can tell I've done research, right?
He played.
But it was everything.
He's a strong improv performer.
Yeah.
He's a very
Huge.
strong improv performer, and I
Yeah.
love that he can play, even though the situation is completely absurd, he can play it so serious
Yep.
and so, like, boom, intense, and you're like, wow, this is ridiculous, and yet you're caught in the intensity of him.
He's also another person that's had an amazing career, and I would watch Arrested Development for him. Like that
Oh,
Job, that
yeah,
role
yeah.
of Joe as Job is, and his whole magic.
The whole magic thing was just hilarious. To me,
And every
that
time-
was particularly hilarious, I gotta say. I love he was
Just-
just this wannabe magician.
just
Oh.
how completely clueless of an idiot of. But he
He
can
was
play
able
that.
to embrace the ridiculous and play it in a way
Yeah.
that we're like, I believe that this guy's so clueless.
Yeah, he did it
Oh, yeah.
so well.
Oh yeah.
But he's actually, there's a new I'm trying to remember what it's called. I think it's Canadian superheroes, dude. Is it Canadian?
Oh yeah, I
Heroes?
saw the clip for that.
Yeah, but he's the main
Yes, I
superhero.
know. Yeah.
So,
this
like,
is
he
like a
keeps
new
going,
animated
man.
show where they're doing a lot of
That's
stereotypes.
what I mean. He's like he's constantly out there. He's constantly there. And,
That's a good pick.
He's had an amazing career in voiceovers, again, in TV. He's been in multiple films. And he's never had his starring role.
Well, Lego Batman was his starring role.
Yeah, so it's the one time when he's playing
And that
Batman.
improv show is
But I mean, in a way where because we're talking about.
he's not always the leading man, is what you're
But
saying.
what's what I'm saying is that we're
Yeah.
talking about people, right? Actors that most people wouldn't realize that how they're underrated.
How talented they are, yeah.
They're underrated.
Absolutely.
I believe that this guy is one of those guys that's underrated.
Absolutely, he
Because
is.
everything
he's
he
phenomenal.
does, again, right? He's one of those guys that when I watch him, I enjoy. I don't care what he's in. It could be. I kid you not. Him, his personality. He could be in the worst movie you've ever seen in your life.
I think he'd still
Worst-
pull it off. He'd be
he
like,
would pull
he
it
was the
off.
saving grace.
Yeah, he would take that element of going, okay, this movie is going to and he would be like that. Oh,
The shining beacon.
going-
That's it. He made
and
it worthwhile.
The review would be, don't ever see it, garbage, but
Will Arnett.
Will Arnett
I
stood
totally
out.
see that. I totally see that.
He's a scene stealer, but not on purpose. Like you don't see him going out of character. He doesn't necessarily. But
He
it's-
doesn't hog the scene.
He do- fantastic. Doesn't hog the scene, but just naturally.
He's just
because of who
naturally
he
you're
is,
drawn to him.
Amazing, amazing, amazing,
All right.
amazing. I love
Great
him.
pick. Great pick.
Yeah.
My next pick is the legendary Ricky Gervais.
Oh damn! One of my
British
favorites.
actor. He's
Yes.
known predominantly, I think he's better known in the UK than he is here in North America. Here in North America, he's known predominantly as a stand-up comedian or as the
A
lead
host.
in the British version of The Office.
Often a host for the Golden Globe. No, not the
Yeah.
Golden Globes.
Well, he hosts the BAFTA as well often.
He's been a host
he's
for
been a host for a lot
multiple
of stuff.
shows in the States,
But-
and that's how they know him.
He's known mainly as a comedic actor here in North America.
Yeah.
But the truth is, this man has incredible range. The first time I saw him in a non-comedic role,
Yeah.
did you ever see the movie The Invention of Lying?
Yes.
There's a scene where his mother is dying. And, well, here's the premise of The Invention of Lying. In case you've never seen it, go see the movie. Beautiful movie. It's an alternate reality where people are unable to lie. Lying doesn't exist. It doesn't even register on people's brains. Everybody just speaks the truth. And you see as a joke, like somebody breaks into a house and he gets caught by the police. And did you do it? Yes, because you're unable to say otherwise. But something short circuits in his brain and he's able to lie. But everybody accepts what he says is the truth
Yeah,
because
it's
they
the
don't
truth.
understand anything other than the
Yeah.
truth. And at one point, he's in the hospital with his mother who's dying. And he wants to comfort her. So, and this is funny because it ties in with Ricky Gervais in real life, who's a well-documented atheist. He starts to spew off about anything about the afterlife to make her feel better. So he basically invents heaven. Because heaven is just a comfortable lie to Ricky Gervais in real life. And so the character, he spews off comfortable lies so his mother won't be afraid of dying. And it's a very poignant, emotional scene where, I mean, there's a touch of comedy still, but you realize it's like, this is a man dealing with the passing of a loved one, and he doesn't know what to do. He's powerless, and the only thing he can do is give her comfort through these lies, and you're like, huh, okay, Ricky's got range. And then afterwards I discovered, and these shows are on Netflix, and please go look them up. Have you ever seen Derek?
I have. Yep.
In Derek, he plays, and this was a very risky role to play. He plays someone who is, I'm trying to be the most politically correct.
I was going to say, he did not go full retard.
Yeah, this is a reference, of course, to Tropic Thunder.
Everybody knows you never go full retard.
But he plays somebody who's mentally deficient.
He didn't go full retard.
But
Yeah.
he doesn't do it in a cruel, mocking
No.
way. It's very respectful, and it's really to capture what the life of somebody like that is, and to be able to play that without crossing into parody, without crossing
That's
into
a
rude.
fine line.
It's a very,
man.
very, and yet
fine
he
line.
manages to pull it off. And as an acting exercise, you're like, wow, this is not something most actors could do without becoming offensive or crossing that
And it's
line.
a shame because that movie is
Show.
That show is it's one of those things where it's not a mainstream.
No.
Most people haven't seen it. And
Totally worth a watch.
Yes, it's one of those things that, again, right? It's actors that they're able to perform at a level that
Yep.
you don't even realize how good they are
And
because that's how good they
and
are.
you would not expect that from a stand-up comedian.
No.
And you're like, wow. And the last one of his I want to mention, and I know you're a fan of this show too, is Afterlife.
Oh, dude, man.
Afterlife is the show about his wife passed away. You see her in a lot of video flashbacks. He watches old tapes to remember her.
Yeah, she left.
And he becomes depressed and almost suicidal.
No, he is suicidal.
He's suicidal. Well, he never
He
goes
is.
through with it, is what
No,
I
he
meant by
doesn't.
it.
Yeah, okay. But he is
But-
in the first season, the first
very heavily
series.
suicidal. And it's about him struggling to move on after. It's afterlife, as you know, what's left of his life, and it's got some funny bits, and it's got some dramatic bits, and it's got some moments where you're looking at him, and I am sure he must have gone through some kind of loss to be able to play that. Not necessarily his wife or the writers did, because one way or another, it feels so damn real. You watch this guy just trying to deal with the everyday of the grief, the surviving losing your spouse, and it's absolutely, you want to watch a show that's going to get you right here in a good way. Watch Afterlife, and that's the show that to me sealed that Ricky Gervais is a man with freaking range.
And what he was able to do with this role is the fact that he was able to take his what some people criticize him with being sometimes cruel humor.
I think it's just real.
But
humor.
well, people call it cruel humor because it goes right for the jugular.
It does.
But the fact that because of his pain, he still has, because when you look at the flashbacks on the videos from his wife, you see that he was a fun-loving guy.
He was
had a great sense of humor, and he was joking all the time.
Full of life, full of this, full of that.
Because he's like in that dark place.
Yeah.
But that humor comes in such like a jagged way, but it's presented in such a funny way because you know what he's going through, but he's still saying the truth because at that point he could not care less.
No,
he doesn't care about anybody.
There's a man.
Whatever.
Well, I remember there's literally one scene where he gets mugged. You remember the scene where he gets mugged? He gets mugged and he's like, okay, go on, go ahead. And he stands up to his muggers. He doesn't care. If he gets stabbed and dies, he doesn't care. No. If he just, boom. And the muggers are actually freaked out because of what? Because this man literally has no f***s left to give. It's a beautiful, beautiful show.
The way he shoots down people. And it's funny is that, it's funny, is that he was able to take his sense of humor and wrap it in that dark place. And I was like, how are you managing that right now? Because you're making something hyper serious, but the stuff you're saying in this moment to these people, for those people, it's not funny.
No.
But for us as a studio,
as an outsider,
like,
you
watching
can see
it,
the irony, the dark.
This is so freaking funny. So you find yourself in an area where you got
balance,
yes, right? And that balance. I have rarely seen a show that is able to hold on to that. Yeah. It is a proper situation comedy where there's this dark situation happening and these elements of comedy to have that contrast.
But it just highlights how much this guy can actually perform. He's not just a one-trick pony. He's not just a comedian.
And his stand-up. I
love his stand-up. His stand-up is hilarious. Anyways, who's your next pick?
So my final pick is another Will.
Another Will,
and it's actually Will Sasso.
Oh my freaking God!
Sasso.
I love Will Sasso.
So
Mad TV,
dude. When he started off his career, dude, put the photo now. Okay, this is Will Sasso. When he first started on Mad TV, I was a huge fan. I was shook.
Always a huge fan.
This guy has amazing delivery, amazing energy.
I'm flashing back.
Specifics.
Yeah, do you ever see when they did The Sopranos edited for television? And it's just like literally 30 seconds of him looking like Tony Soprano going...
But this guy, man, again, one of these actors where he would steal the moment, not being greedy over it, but just very, very performative. Again, shout out, he's a Canadian.
Another Canadian.
Just saying, he's another Canadian. And the fact that he started also. He's another guy that started early. He's not, and all three of my picks is the reason why I picked them. And him, Will Sasso, same thing. Is that they've had long careers.
Yeah.
Like these guys have never stopped working.
Now, I have to ask. I've only ever seen Will Sasso in comedies. Mad TV. More recently, what's it called? The spin-off from Young Sheldon there.
Georgie and Mandy's first marriage.
First marriage,
which is awesome. So he's a Canadian having a Texan accent.
You know, he was in officially it was called Bleep, my dad says, with William Shatner and other Mad TV alum Nicole Sullivan.
Yeah.
But I've only ever seen him in comedies.
He's okay. So one of the shows that for me showed me a completely different side is a TV show called Laddermilk. So Laddermilk is about a group. Laddermilk is the last name of the main character. Will Sasso plays his roommate, who is also his sponsor. So it's a group for alcoholics. Yes.
Okay, yeah.
So all of these alcoholics meet, and Laddermilk first met the character of Will Sasso as his sponsor, and eventually became his roommate. But at no point is he actually playing a comedic role. He's an alcoholic.
I would like to see that.
So there's no such thing as an ex-alcoholic, folks.
You're always a recovering alcoholic.
Right? Recovering as in every single day you get up in the morning, and when you go to bed at night, you hope you haven't had a drink. But in that role, the way he plays comedy, it's strictly based on the situation and how he reacts to it.
So he's not playing up to the scene.
No,
he's just.
There's no punchlines.
Yeah.
There's no build-up. It's 100% reactionary to a situation that's uncomfortable. And it's in that uncomfortable moment, he'll throw out certain lines, and then to bring the situation down a bit. But he's playing a sad character because he's dealing with the alcoholism.
I really want to see that because I've always admired his comedic delivery, his comedic body language, his timing has always been impeccable. So I want to see what else he can do. And now that you mention that, that's certainly something to check out because I've always loved the guy.
And he was in an old sitcom. I can't remember the name of it. Dude, I'll send you. He had a little bit of role. It was set up in an office, and back in the day, the lead female actor, she was huge back in the day. She had her own sitcom, and he played the cook in the kitchen in that office area. Oh my God. Anyways, you guys saw it. I'm gonna look it up because I need to know. And my image is, I remember he went from Mad TV. He got a role on this sitcom where he was in the kitchen for this office. So there was the cafeteria, right? So he was a cafeteria cook. But the way his delivery, I'm like, this guy's brilliant, man. He when he steps in and he delivers his lines,
his timing is impeccable.
Unreal. I've loved this guy since, again, for years now. But what really sold it to me is when there was the Big Bang Theory spin-off, Young Sheldon.
Yeah.
And then when Georgie, I don't know if you guys have seen this show or not, but in the Big Bang Theory, Sheldon, so it's his younger life, his big brother ends up impregnating this girl.
Who's much older than him.
Yeah. So when you met this girl's mother and father, her father is Will Sasso.
Who's, you know what? If you had to pick a father-in-law, he'd be a good one.
Dude, man.
He is such a...
As soon as the door opens up and I
bear.
see it's Will Sasso.
I know, you're excited. I know.
What?
I felt the same way the first time I saw him.
What? He's on this?
I was like,
That's
awesome.
good for you. I was like super happy
know.
because it's a huge deal, man. And it's not that he hasn't had a great career, because it's never, ever, ever stopped. But I'm like, you're in this show now. That's awesome. And then when I found out they're doing a spin-off of the spin-off.
And he's a regular in the spin-off instead of,
I'm going,
because in Young Sheldon he was just an occasional pop-up
yes.
in the last few seasons.
And the fact that he was getting along so well and understood Sheldon's father, and they had an amazing relationship.
Him and George.
And the fact that that father passes away, not a spoiler, it happened a few years ago.
Well, plus they mention it in Big Bang. You know, his father died when Sheldon was 15. So
the fact that now he's playing a father figure
to Georgie,
who lost his dad, that he got, and that whole dynamic, and the fact that again he's Canadian playing the Texan, and he's got that good accent happening, and I'm like, oh man. Dude, you got it going on. You're awesome.
I feel guilty. You keep picking Canadian guys. What do? I picked 2 Brits so far.
Yeah, but it's as soon as you said that, these are the guys that popped in my head.
They are good picks.
They're actors that have long-standing careers, and obviously they've been recognized for how consistent they are in their performances, how fantastic they are, and how diverse they can actually be.
They can actually be.
But to me, it's like, I don't know if they're underappreciated or underrated. I feel that way. I feel that way.
I think they're recognized as in they're popular.
Yeah.
But I think sometimes, which is why we call it underrated, is people need to recognize that they actually have more range, and they don't necessarily need to be typecast in a certain way.
Exactly. They could play anything.
Which leads me to my last pick.
Yours, yeah.
This is an actor who, when he first started out, was the action guy.
No.
Actually, before he was the action guy, he's a pro wrestler. And no, I'm not talking about The Rock.
No, don't. I could have. That would be an episode of overrated actors.
Don't get me wrong. The Rock is entertaining, but you notice he always wears the same outfit too.
Dude,
he always wears the beige khaki.
A fan.
He always wears the beige khaki short sleeve shirt and
whatever.
I'm talking about John Cena.
Oh, that was out of left field. I wasn't expecting
John Cena, when he first started out acting beyond the WWE, because let's face it, pro wrestling is
acting.
I'm sorry, it's fake. Sorry for this one word. It's acting.
Don't say it's fake. It's like saying you're gonna mention movies as in. Oh, that's
okay.
He was faking that.
You're right.
Pro wrestlers,
actors. They're actors. It's scripted.
There's scripts, and they're actors, and they're athletes.
When he
don't take that away from me. We've had an episode about wrestling. Go check out this episode, dude. Shut up.
I'm Liberator.
I am the unicorn.
All right, so
but it's acting and they're athletes. Don't take that away ever from them.
When John Cena,
Kurt, that's for you, dude.
When John,
because he loves wrestling too.
I know. When John Cena ventured out of the WWE to do mainstream film, he did mainly action films for like The Marine and things like that. But
what are you gonna do?
Eventually, he was cast in comedies. And this guy, I discovered watching him, John Cena, there's only one word I can use to describe him.
Okay.
The man is fearless.
I'm willing to...
There is not a single role he will not attempt.
That's true.
No matter how humiliating or ridiculous it will be,
I have a specific movie in mind.
He will give himself fully to the part and deliver, and you're gonna go, oh my God, seriously? This big muscle bound did that? First one on the list he did that is, officially it's only called Blockers, but there's a picture of a rooster right before. It's known as Cock Blockers. Yeah. When they do the butt chug thing.
Okay, one.
Oh! Are you okay?
Okay, get your 40s.
They got a lager or an IPA?
Oh,
doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
I don't know about this.
Take it in. There we go. Okay, good.
Oh,
Moving.
Pose, run!
Cops!
I was like, oh, okay, this guy's funny. But then what cemented it for me is
Please say it.
well, one character in one film, because the character was in both a movie and a TV series.
Okay.
I'm talking about his character, the Peacemaker.
Oh, okay, not at all what I was thought you were.
All right, you can tell me about yours after. First of all, Peacemaker appeared in Suicide Squad. Not the Suicide Squad.
No,
The
Suicide
sequel,
Squad.
which was a lot better.
Yeah,
Suicide
way
Squad.
better.
Where he's got the red shirt and he's got this weird freaking silver helmet on his head. And you know, basically the motto is I'll attain peace if I have to kill everyone to do it, kind of thing. And he plays such a ridiculous asshole superhero in this. He was so popular.
Self-conceited, yeah.
He was so popular that even though the character seems to have died in the film, you never actually saw his death, so they resurrected him for a TV show, Peacemaker, and apparently, which was directed by James Gunn, by the way, and apparently is so popular that even though they're rebooting the DC universe in film, Peacemaker might still show up. They're going to carry him over from the old one. And if you ever watched the Peacemaker TV show, oh my God. All I can say is, every time you watch this, you're flabbergasted that a guy like this would do the things his character does. And you're like, I think there'd be so many diva actors out there going, I'm not going to do that. That's humiliating. And you know, John Cena's just going like, bring it on. Bring it on. The man is fearless and will do nothing.
Yeah.
Will do anything. And the movie I saw recently, and then you can tell me about your pick, your idea. I think it's on Netflix, but it might be on Prime. I'm not 100% sure. It's called Ricky Stinney.
That's the one I was going to talk about.
Oh my God. Oh. Sorry, so you tell them about it. You tell them about it, because I've been talking a lot.
A real Nicky Stinicki. Okay, the premise is this. You got three best friends, and every time they want to get away from their wives, they have this fourth best friend that's called Ricky Stinicki. So every time they get away is that there's something going on with Ricky.
Ricky is not a real person.
He doesn't exist.
He's somebody they made up when they got in trouble when they were young, and they actually burnt out somebody's house. And they blamed it on Ricky Stinicki.
Yeah.
And since then, Ricky Stinicki is the fall guy for anything they want to do.
Remember, folks, he wanted me to tell you about it, but he just loves
that
Ricky.
up. Yeah.
Keep going. That's fine.
Go.
But the whole premise is the fact that they get into a situation where they find themselves having to actually have a real Ricky Stinicki. So they need to introduce somebody to their wives. So they go for a weekend away from their wives, and they meet
the John Cena, I forget what his character's name really is, in Atlantic City in a casino.
Yeah.
And this is a guy, and this is the funny part.
This is the freaking part.
His act at the casino.
Oh my
He
God.
sings X-rated versions of Laxon parodies. And dude, can you find a clip? I don't know if we can find a clip, but if you can find a clip, please play the clip. If not, oh my God.
Grab that stick. Love your hand with spit. Lay it out on your back. Now it's time to whack. When a boner comes along, you must grip it to make the cream come out your dong. Just unzip it. Spooge out my penis. Spooge on my tummy. It's a nice day for some woodwhacking. It's a nice day to tease again. Ooh, baby, I masturbate every day. I wanna tell you I masturbate every way. I wanna be funny night and day. Hey, yeah. Thanks for coming out tonight, ladies and gentlemen. So horny to be here. So horny to be here.
You just have to see him in costume doing parodies of famous songs, but they're X-rated versions of these songs, and you're like, oh my god, who would do this?
The fearless part comes in.
Oh my, you're
This
like,
guy,
oh my god.
I can't think of anybody else that would jump into, be able to, I don't care, I'm doing this role, and I'm sure even when he got the script, he goes, you gotta do this shit. Okay.
Exactly. He's just like, okay, and you just know that anybody else would have read this and going,
No, I'm not
what?
doing that.
No, what?
This is
no,
stupid. I'm
This
not
is
doing
ridiculous.
this.
And John Cena's he's embracing it. He embraces, and because of that, I'd actually like to see him do a dramatic role, just because you know that no matter what's going to happen,
he would
he's
lay it
gonna
all
commit.
out.
He's going to
Yeah.
commit 150 bajillion%.
I can guarantee you, if he played a serious role, not one, nobody would have dry eyes. I can guarantee he'd pull it off.
I've never seen an actor
He would go in a
commit
place.
so much.
I know for just by watching what he's been doing so far, he would go into a place and would pull out performance.
Because
and it just
no
needs
fear.
that one specific script, that perfect director to put him in that situation where people would be blown away.
Oh yeah.
And you know he has it in him. It's there because he is fearless.
He is fearless. And let me tell you,
he'll give himself out
as somebody who at one point in his life ventured a little bit into acting and acting classes and all this stuff, the biggest thing is that little voice inside your head that says you can't do that. You gotta put that away. You have to put your ego aside, put you aside, and commit to the character. And you have to be fearless to do that.
It's not
and
you.
I've never
It's
seen
not you.
I've never seen an actor as fearless as John Cena.
Yeah, that's an awesome pick, man. I did not think you were going to go that way.
Yeah, no.
But that's an awesome pick, and yes, if you get a chance, I'm pretty sure it's on Prime.
Ricky Stenicki.
Well, dude, just confirm.
I don't know if he played the clip
so
or not, but
officially, right now, where's it playing? Thank you.
There you
So
go.
go check it out. The real Ricky Stenicki. I've seen this movie so many
You will laugh
times.
your ass off.
And I have people in my life beyond him, as close as he is to me.
You have people
I
other
have
than me.
other people that are close to me, and as soon they saw this movie before I did.
They were like, dude's gonna like this movie.
Yeah. And that was their first. As they were watching the
dude would
movie,
like
they go,
this.
"Oh, dude needs to see this movie."
Yeah.
So I'm going
All
like
right.
this because we still talk on the phone. We're not all this, but right away you need to watch this. I'm like, what? I don't even know what the hell I don't even know what this is. Go check it out. So I'm like, okay, whatever.
I laughed my ass off.
Because the
watching
three
that
other
movie.
actors, the three other main actors, I know who they are. I've seen them in other movies, but I don't. They're not big names.
One
But
of
it was
them
a
is.
small
Here's
budget.
the thing. One of them is, and I actually can't remember his name right now. Anyways.
Well, he's played in a lot of stuff, but he's not a huge name.
No, he's still a big name.
You know exactly who we're talking about. Put his picture up.
I think
put
he's
his
a big name, but right now I'm so
don't think it's
focused
a
on
big-
John Cena that I can't even remember
Anyways,
his freaking name.
regardless, go check it out if you can. You'll laugh just as much as we are right now.
Anyways.
Dude, that was an awesome subject.
Thank you.
I like that.
Subscribe, like and
Oh,
share.
If you've lasted
This is
this
underrated.
long,
You gotta do it too.
if you've lasted this long in the episode, that means you're an actual fan and you enjoy what we do. To be able to support us and keep us going, show a little love. Just a little subscribe. It's a little click, easy to do, and every other week, not every week because, we post every week, but YouTube doesn't tend to do that, but whatever. You'll get a notification of a new episode and you'll be able to join us again. So we'll see you next time.
Cheers.
Cheers, dude.